Nothing beats that feeling of the sun ray hitting your skin. As you can see, I started my morning with soaking up the sun.
Hey guys, welcome back to day 74 of walking 12,000 steps and cutting to 55.5 kilos. As you can see, I weighed myself this morning. I was about 56.6 kilos. I just want to give an update. I think we're obviously in the end game. I used to play chess. I'm not an expert or anything. I was very low rated, but I believe in chess. You have three stages. You have the beginning or the opening, then you have the middle game, and then you have the end game. If you just divide my goal by 90 days, I am on day 74 today, so I'm definitely in the end game. And just like chess, I think everything has to be precise, because if you make one wrong move in the end game, you pretty much just like ruined all your work in the middle game and early game. But anyway, the point is, usually today on a Thursday, I'll go martial art training for 2 hours around 6 to 8 p.m. But it's been 2 days now where I haven't gotten that much sleep. Thank gosh, I still got maybe like 4 hours of sleep each night, but it's been 2 days in a row now that I've got 4 hours of sleep. And I just want to share that, like, I think sleep is the most difficult now. Like, I don't know why. Maybe because I came back, I'm still jet lagged, or maybe I'm stressed, maybe etc. I don't know, but I'm trying to really prioritize sleep because really the reality is, how I see it, I think starting this journey, because I've already been going to the gym for 5 years, starting the journey, the diet was the hardest, without a doubt. Caloric deficit is definitely the hardest, and then it's sleep, and then it's actually working out. Working out is okay, Now I think it's gone to the stage where it's the sleep is the hardest, then the diet, then the working out. So I'm really trying to be focused, and I for example, today, I'm probably not going to go to martial art training for 2 hours. I just, maybe in the past I would have done it and it would have been overtraining, etc. Sometimes in the past I don't get enough sleep and I say to myself, oh, we still got to work out. You saw that one time in one of my videos where I didn't actually have enough sleep, or I felt tired, and then I tried to do the back day and I just didn't feel like it. It just felt like shit. So what's the point? So I'm trying to listen. The point is, I'm trying to listen to my body. And what I'm going to do instead today is just try to focus on recovery. So I want to sleep for sure. That's the highest priority. I'm gonna try to do sauna and a bit of swimming, and that's it. So I'm not gonna do anything crazy. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just updating you guys. I'm also gonna start filming horizontally. Peace.
Alright, so I decided to go for a swim in the afternoon just to recover and do some active work. You can see I'm jumping in the pool in the medium lane, just going back and forth as much as I can. It's crazy. I've already seen improvements through just 3 times swimming. Here I am, just swimming back to the start in real time.
Swimming is so hard.
Yes, swimming is very, very hard. Then I just jumped into the sauna and I rotated a couple of times. So I went to swimming, sauna, swimming, sauna, swimming, sauna, just to time myself out, I guess.
So I don't know if you guys can hear me, but this is soundproof. There's no one here in the sauna. But literally when I went outside and I went for a swim, some guy, some kid, some teenager came up to me who looks literally like a bully. Like, think of a stereotypical movie that you watch, or when you go to high school and you think of like what a bully looks like, someone who is, I don't know. But anyway, he asked me like he looked at me and said, "Whoa." He said, "Whoa. Do you go to the gym?" Or like, not do you go to the gym? It's like, what's your gym routine? And then like immediately in my head, I've already processed stuff. I like to think I process stuff really fast. Sometimes I process it incorrectly, but I just said to him, because it's not really in the gym, and I just said, oh, it's all in the diet. And it's like, oh, what diet do you do? And I'm like, caloric deficit. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, look it up. And then I just walked away. But yeah, I don't know. Like I've never been complimented this much. Like in the past 2 days, I've been complimented so much. And I don't even use Instagram. I don't really go outside the house. You guys know me. Now I'm starting to be more open and trying to do more things and try to get outside my comfort zone. But yeah, it's it's the validation, man. Like it's the validation is crazy, and I can see how people get into body dysmorphia, you know. So I don't even know, like, you know, I'm going to do a documentary in once the 90 days is over, and I'm going to talk about this, but I'll just talk about it now because I have nothing else to do, and I'm just here in the sauna by myself on a Wednesday afternoon at 2:51 p.m. But essentially, I think is when we want something pretty bad, we have to change our identity, and when we change our identity, that's who we are. So whenever someone challenges our identity, or you become someone that you're not, so for example, if you're like a YouTuber, you have 1 million subscribers, you've always identified yourself as a YouTuber, everyone thinks you're a great YouTuber, everyone knows you as a YouTuber, that's all you ever know yourself as, that's all you get your self-worth from as a YouTuber, and then when you get deplatformed for whatever reason, you start to have an identity crisis because your whole identity was on YouTube. Same thing as fitness, I can kind of see the concept where, let's just say you're super fit, your whole identity is super fit, everyone knows you're super fit, everyone validates you super fit, and then the reality is, you know, which I'll talk about in 9 days, it's not really maintainable, you know, it depends on your lifestyle really, but yeah, and there's someone coming so I can't talk. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, so someone came in, that's why I stopped talking, and I went for a swim and I came back, LOL. But yeah, I think what I was saying was that because you identified yourself so much with a certain identity, I was giving an example of the YouTube scenario. When you get deplatformed, or for example, if you're in really good physical shape, when you lose all that, you know, maybe you take a break or whatever, etc. Then, you know, that's when your mentality starts to be like, oh, but I identify myself as this, but I'm not this, you know. So that's when you get obsessed and a lot of mental health problems, you know, arises. So I can really see how fitness has equal to a lot of body dysmorphia, you know. I remember one example when I used to train in Canada with one of my friends. I looked at him in the mirror and I'm like, wow, like his physique was so good. His physique is probably similar to what I have now. And I'm like, wow, if I can only get that, then I'll be happy, or, you know, I'll get the girls or something. And then when I told him that, he literally said to me, oh, really? You know, like, I don't see it. And then I thought he was joking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like he didn't see it, you know? Then the reason why is because we look at ourselves every single day in the mirror, we can barely see any progress, and we're just always obsessed about our progress. But when you haven't seen someone in 3 months and they look at you, then that's how you see the progress. So that's when now I kind of understand, you know? So anyways, the point is, I understand body dysmorphia a bit more by doing this challenge. And yeah, it's very important that I don't identify myself as anything, to be honest. And even if you do identify yourself as something, I'll recommend for myself to identify yourself as many things, you know? You are not just a YouTuber, for example. You are a YouTuber, but you're also a father, you're a community leader, you're a soccer coach, you're a family man, you're a great brother, you know, all this stuff, you know, just have a multiple abundance of things. So when something goes wrong, you can always come back to a different identity. But I think it all starts with identity. If you think about someone who's a beast, they're probably just, their whole identity is like, I'm the beast, you know? So they just have to change their identity to be. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, yeah.
So I got kicked out of the sauna because I had to clean it, so you couldn't listen to my crazy rants once again. Went back home, refueled with nutrition, and again I had to take the day easy and unwind because I had to prioritize sleep. As I mentioned in the start of the video, the past 2 days I haven't been getting adequate sleep, so it's extremely important. Here I am just eating like a fat pig, and I'll see you on day 75.